What?
Pint bottle.
A pint bottle?
Yeah, it's long and sort of a light brown colour.
Right, that's it. I'm calling the police. I've had enough of this. I've had enough. I'm calling right now. Hello, police. Yes, get here right now. I've got a complete bozo offering strange substances to me. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. Nino. Hello, what's all this then? Public drinking? Is that public drinking?
No, it's in a studio to start with. What are you doing here?
I'm here to arrest you.
Why?
Because you are a crazy quim.
Right, okay.
Right. So you put your hands behind your back. What is that? Is that Doombar?
Yeah. Johnson.
Is this bribery?
Quite possibly.
Well, I'm out with a bribery. What we doing? Oh, is this that War of Banter?
Yeah.
Oh, good. My favourite show.
You're still in it.
Am I? Am I doing well?
Not bad.
Well, that's good news. In that case, I might just stick around for a little bit longer. I'm Officer Bobby Blood.
Good.
I've got my own theme tune.
Okay.
Blood of the Yard. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, wonderful.
Right, shall we get to this war with the banters?
Yeah, please.
Rightio. Let's crack on. Nice to have Officer Bobby Blood with us. Anyway, we're back. The Heap D of Banter Wars Series 3. We have Nimbus Force X and Hurricane leading the way on 6 points apiece, followed closely by Maple Massacre and Long Arm the Law on 4 each. Then we have the Dross, starting with number 4 seed Hammerhead, who's been disappointing so far, and down towards Ponzi Pyramid on 0 points, already eliminated. This is where we find out who progresses to the grand final. Let's go find out who. Who do we have first then? Boopy watches over Hurricane, Hammerhead and Poshington's box. Hurricane, probably the favourite of this one. Let's go, shall we? So Hurricane will be favourites. Hammerhead wants to get some points on the board to maybe give it a slight chance. Poshington's box as well. Boopy goes over the floor flipper but lands on its wheels, wouldn't bother it too much. Poshington goes over the floor flipper as well, and they're both bullying Hammerhead. Now that's been quite common so far in this heap. And now they're both dangerously close to the pit, and they're getting pushed, and there goes Hammerhead. There, Hammerhead's in the pit. That is Hammerhead again, with a disappointing 0 points. Extremely disappointing. And that is Hammerhead out. The number 4 seeds are gone. They will not be progressing to the grand final. So we're left with Hurricane and Poshington's box. Now Hurricane on 6 points currently can take up to 9 points, and that'll put it in really good stead going into the last round. But both its games so far have been lucky, fortunate. Both went to judges' decisions, but it's dominating this game now against Poshington's box. It's just got to be wary that Poshington's box is quite a good competitor, can come straight back into this. But at the moment, still very much on top, and now pushing it into the pit. Brilliant push. And now let's all just get in, shall we? A brilliant performance again by Hurricane. Hammerhead bullied from the start, pushed towards the pit, and eventually toppled in. Poshington's box been alright so far, but quite unfortunate. He'll get a single point here to take it to 2, but Hurricane, a brilliant performance. Into the pit goes Poshington's box. Gets the 3 points. And this is what it does to the table. Hurricane now on 9 points, which eliminates no one. Well, actually no, it eliminates 4. It eliminates 4! I'm wrong! Honestly, to get things straight here, we've got Nimbus Force X, Long Arm of the Law, and the already eliminated Ponzi Pyramid. Long Arm of the Law still in with a shout here, but it needs to get a good result here against the mightily impressive Nimbus Force. And it's not a good start. It's on its back. Ponzi Pyramid slow to the action, but now getting involved onto its side, onto its back actually, but does get back onto its wheels. Long Arm of the Law under pressure again from Nimbus Force. It wants to get a good number of points here to remain in contest. for the place in the grand final. It's been really quite impressive so far in this tournament. Again, another unfortunate competitor to have fewer points than maybe it should. Nimbus Force goes to the arena flipper. Posture's box, I'm getting my robots wrong. Long Arm of the Law is taking damage from Ponzi Pyramid, and it's smoking. Ponzi Pyramid do some serious damage for the first time in this heat. Too bad it's already out. And I think, no, I'm certain it's knocked out the Long Arm of the Law, and now gets pushed towards the pit, and goes flying over the top of it. Nimbus Force almost falls in itself. A good attack there from Nimbus Force X, maybe too good. Pushes the Ponzi Pyramid directly over the pit and over the other side. They're both dangerously close now. Nimbus Force wants to stay away from that edge and push Ponzi Pyramid onto the edge. Is that in? I'm not sure. It's not moving. I'd say that's practically in. So Nimbus Force looks to be taking the points here. And we could be narrowing it down to 3 competitors left. And we are. Nimbus Force wins this one. Long Arm of the Law first to go to get a mighty 0 points. Ponzi Pyramid actually causing the damage there and doing really well. But then, no chance against Nimbus Force X. And essentially pitted. And then the Observer Bot felt some pain too. Well done, Nimbus Force gets the 3 points. Means Long Arm of the Law is out. Maple Massacre still with a chance, but it has to win its next battle. Can it do that against Tallyho and Sentence of 3? Let's find out, shall we? Fat Naka, make sure this isn't a biased contest. I mean, we do have the sentencer involved. 3, 2, 1, off we go! Maple Massacre wants the 3 points here. Tallyho's done pretty well so far, but is low on points. Sentencer has been pretty dreadful. Lucky to have a point if I'm honest, and it's already on its back. Now against the wall, Tallyho applying the force, using those things. Are they spikes, are they flippers, are they axes? I don't know. Probably the most ferocious weapon here is Maple Massacre's weapon, and we've yet to see it really. These are 3 of the admittedly weaker competitors we've seen so far. Maple Massacre perhaps lucky to still be in it. Fat Naka taking a look at Sensor and pushing it back onto its wheels, which just about lands back on its wheels. There we go. But now the Sensor has lost its sense of priority. Back in with the group now. Tallyho's lost part of its weaponry. It's got 1 stick left. I think that's the gavel coming on top of Maple Massacre, causing a bit of a dent on top of Billy Bob Joe's crudely created machine. But it's put up in a good fight so far. I say that, nothing's really happened, has it? Sentinel's somehow still got its weapon. I think Tallyho's lost both of its, but now it's been put on the spikes and it's upside down. It got too close to the spikes, got hit once, hit twice, lost a wheel, and on its back. Fat Naka takes a close look, it's not moving. Pushes it back onto the spikes. Could that be it for Tallyho now? I think it might well be. Sentinel put the pressure on Maple Massacre. No, Tallyho's back on its wheels now. Comes back into the action, but it's weaponless. It's weaponless, wheelless, and quite frankly, it's going to struggle. Sentinel, in the meantime, has lost its gavel. But it's using that wedge to good effect and pushing Maple Massacre around. Now the pit is open. It's waiting for its prey. Tallyho trying to get back into things. No one's really come out on top of this. If anyone, probably Maple Massacre is the only one still in one piece. Since pushing onto the flame grill, that's good aggression, good attack. Putting some damage onto the body of the Maple Massacre, pushes towards the pit and into the pit. And Sentinel, for the first time this heat actually does something, but that means that Tallyho has won and Fat Naka on its back. Dreadful driving again. What is wrong with our house robots? They're bloody awful today. Let's be honest, it was a stalemate throughout really, pretty dull fight, weapons lost here and there, wheels come off, Tallyho probably got the most punishment there. It was a relatively dull fight, but then Sentencer, doing quite well actually, pushing Maple Massacre into the pits and out of the competition, leaving Tallyho to gain some consolidation points. Well done, Tallyho. So after round 3, this is it. We have 2 robots left in contest. Hurricane and Nimbus Force X, both on 9 points, both going for maximum points. What are the lads think?
Well, those were thoroughly entertaining battles.
They weren't bad.
It's such a shame that my robot was cheated out of victory.
You're going to arrest the other competitors?
I certainly will.
Good to hear.
I will arrest them for contempt of court, abduction of minors, and various other charges.
Good.
Did you enjoy those rounds?
They're alright.
I see we have only 2 left.
Yeah.
Nimbus Force X and Hurricane. I didn't know he'd changed from being a footballer to being a menacing robot combatant. I think Hurricane can do well. They face each other in the last battle.
My money's on Nimbus Force.
Well, I'm going to put my money on Hurricane. He scored hat-trick in the World Cup.
It's Hurricane, not Harry Kane.
Hurricane. He never listens.
Right. We're doing the bloody sumo instead now because I've just had enough.
I enjoy the sumo. Right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, classic banter with the lads. Anyway, Zimmer Frame and Solo Livorio, this might look familiar. This was the sumo final in Banter Wars 1? Or 1.5, I don't remember. I should really. I'll say it was the final, it was the grand final, and Mobility Scooter was thrown in with them. But these two got to the final, I'm pretty sure actually might have been Series 2. But they have faced each other, and Solo Livorio came on top of that one. Zimmer Frame looks a bit different from Wheelchair, which it used to be, which is what it was entered as. So a bit of a different face here, and Sirloin now has the flipping weapon. So come on, let's sumo it up for the lads! Zimmer Frame belongs to the old man, and Sirloin of Oreo. It's Oriel ready, over. I'm sorry. Zimmer Frame, no resistance, no traction on the ground, and out.
I can't find my glasses.
Did you need your glasses for that battle, did you?
I lost them. Did my robot win?
Banter Wars!
What?
Banter Wars, we're doing Banter Wars.
Oh, what's the Banter Wars?
Oh, God. You lost.
What's the Facebooks?
No, we're not doing Facebook, we're doing Banter Wars.
What?
Banter Wars!
Is this my wife?
No, it's a dog.
Go. Did I win?
No.
Is this the Banter Wars?
Oh, God, kill me.
What? Are you my wife? I can't see without my glasses. Where's my Zimmer Frame? Where did I put my Zimmer Frame? Are you my wife? I need to go get my Zimmer Frame. I have arthritis and I can't sing the word. You send the picture. I can't sing the word for you. And you just throw it all away. I'm gonna go watch Countdown.
Top banter. Mobility Scooter, the previous sumo champion, against Captain's Merry Ship. Well, I say previous sumo champion. It has been a sumo champion before. I'm not sure if it is exactly the previous one. Once again, my memory of the show is so awful. Now against Captain Crapid's Merry Ship. A wonderful competitor, always so successful in everything it does. I lie. Whereas Mobility Scooter actually does have a pretty good history. Spent most of its time in the side competitions, but it tends to do pretty well. And here it faces the new and improved Merry Ship, which was also one of the best design robots from Series 1. It is a marvellous piece of kit, if I do say so myself. Not that I had anything to do with its creation, of course. No. Anyway, back to the battle. Mobility Scooter causing damage to the side of Captain's Merry Ship using that spinning flywheel on its underside. Captain's Merry Ship has the Canon spikes, but they can only be used broadside. In fact, it has no real weapon at the front, so it's pretty screwed. But now it's set on fire, it's smoking, and it's dead. Well done, Mobility Scooter. Maybe another sumo win, who knows? Could be. On to the next round of the actual competition.
Right, we're in our last round of heats now.
Yes, we certainly are. Oh, it's been a wonderful episode so far, isn't it? Apart from the fact that I lost, but that doesn't matter because I'm rich, you see. Oh, did I forget to introduce myself? Silly me. I'm Sir Duke Pottington, and I am very rich. I built all these robots, you know. Well, not directly, of course, but I funded all of their building. Yes.
Okay, your moustache seems to be a little skew today.
Well, yes, of course. It's all part of a new trend I'm setting, yes. Because I'm so rich, I can set any trend I like, yes. I set the trend for that shirt you're wearing. I'm a very stylish person, yes. This monocle you see here was made by David Beckham and Gordon Ramsay in a laboratory I built for them to keep them as slaves up in London. Yes, I own them. I also own you, and I own this mutt here. A bit of a pig, this one, isn't it? Yes, I'm Sir Duke Pottington. You may have heard of me somewhere else. Yes, of course. My monocle is very important. And I've got a friend, Lord Sir Wallington Bollington. Oh dear, bother. Well, I better get David Beckham back on this one, shan't I? Yes. Right, so we're on to the next round. Who's in the next round, and why does it matter to me?
Well, the next round has got our possible heat winner in it. Either Hurricane or the one I can't remember the name of.
Well, I funded both of those, actually. Yes. And I made them so that they'd win because, you know, I'm very clever. I can predict these things, and I know which one's going to win. But I'm not going to tell you because I'm Sir Duke Pottington.
Okay. So we just find out through watching it instead?
I think we shall, yes. That's a good idea. And what else is a good idea is all the ideas I've had. I'm rich, you see, and that's because I've had such great ideas in the past. Unlike you, my good sir. Oh dear, oh, there it goes again. Well, this time I can't be able to pick it up. I'll just get one of my servants to do it for me. Gordon, my monocle, he's coming, you see. He's got to travel all the way from Belfast, yes. I don't know why he's there. I don't know why my moustache is falling off. There it goes. It's slowly going off, and well, I think we best get on with the next round now.
Okay.
Let's go to the next round, yes. I'm rich, you'll see.
Bloody well, of course. Anyway, on to the last round, and we have the bottom three competitors, I believe, Sentencer, Hammerhead, and Ponzi Pyramid battling for those consolidation points. Oh, what fun! So, bets, Hammerhead. Maybe we'll record his first win. Maybe get some points aboard. Sentencer is upside down. So is Ponzi Pyramid. Ponzi Pyramid, though, can get back up, whereas Sentencer appears stranded. Hammerhead actually keeps its weapon for a little while now. It gets underneath Ponzi Pyramid, but that Ponzi Pyramid club can take off the weapon, and there it goes now. Hammerhead, again headless and hammerless. It no longer has a name. It's just called a moan of pain and torment. Sentencer's out of it. Sentencer's gone. Another poor performance from the judge's own robot. Ponzi Pyramid now has to get the better of a deluded Hammerhead, thinking it can get all the way to the grand final. Seeded fourth. Never good enough, I'm afraid. But doing all right here against Ponzi Pyramid, pushing it around the arena, even though it has lost its weaponry. Pushes against the pit buttons. The pit is now open and pushes Ponzi slowly towards it over the flame pit into its own weapon. Now against the arena wall. And what's Hammer going to do here? It's a good charge on Ponzi Pyramid. But I'd put Ponzi Pyramid somewhere where something can happen to it. That was a good push. Onto his side now. Hammerhead's starting to do something here. That was a good push. See here. Enough force against the wall to shove the robot over. And that is a heavy robot, by the way. Though it is top heavy. We discussed that earlier, I believe. Observerbot has a bit of a play with the sensor robot, and the Ponzi Pyramid's in the pit. They're all in the pit. Well done, everyone. And I believe the points go to Hammerhead. Finally a victory under its belt. The 4th seed not completely disgraced, but it's been a poor performance all round in this heat. Finally getting the 3 points against admittedly weak performers in Ponzi Pyramid and the Sentencer. But it does manage to push Ponzi in the pit. And that means Hammerhead gets 4 points on the board, but it won't finish any higher than 6. That's poor. Sentencer 3 and Ponzi Pyramid at the bottom with 2 each. And now let's move on. Another consolidation one now. We have Officer Bobby Plott's Long Arm of the Law. We have the H2n's Box and Mr. Bradley White's Tallyho. Some good performances from all 3 of these competitors, and that's a good start away from Tallyho, and almost out of the arena there by H2n's Box. That was a good attack too. A roaring start here from our competitors. Look at that flip. H2n's Box almost taking Tallyho out. As I've mentioned, they've all done pretty well so far in this competition. Unfortunate not to get further or still be in contention at this late stage. Long Arm of the Law batters the back of H2n's Box with the truncheon. And the box can't seem to get underneath. Now Tallyho is upside down and Long Arm of the Law is on its side. And now on its front, Tallyho I think may be out of it. It's not on the picture at the moment, it's still upside down. I think it's been counted out. It is counted out, it's gone. Tallyho gets the 0 points and the box does have a good flip on Long Arm of the Law. Now this could be a good battle. Observerbot is entertaining itself with the corpse of Tallyho. Goodbye, Mr. Bradley White. We may see you later, maybe not. Hopefully not. H2n's Box now getting the upper hand on the Long Arm of the Law. Another good flip, maybe it can turn it out of the arena, maybe towards the pit. That truncheon's got to come in handy at some point for Long Arm of the Law. That's another good flip there. It really is a stunning lifter, this robot. It must be all that money that's put into it. Again, almost out the arena. Towards the floor flipper now. And once again over. This is incredible stuff from the prize box. But it just needs to dispose of it before it gets a chance to attack again. Which I'm sure won't be too far away. Runs away now, the box. Is the Long Arm of the Law mobile? Yes, it is mobile. And it's a body slam on top of the box. A wonderful wrestling move there from our officer. Tallyho! I know he's gone, but I just like saying it. And that's a brilliant body slam on the top of prize box. Using the arena floor flipper to its advantage, I'm sure. I'm sure it was deliberate. There goes the flipper at the prize box. And this is where we say it needed to get rid of the Long Arm of the Law earlier. Because now, what's it got? What's it going to do? Absolutely nothing. What you got? What have you got? Putting pressure on Long Arm of the Law now, pushing against the arena sidewall. It's a bit tense now. It's another one of these ones where they're just sort of pushing each other around. No one's really getting the upper hand here. The box has lost its weapon, but at the same time, until now, the Long Arm of the Law has hardly been able to get its weapon in. Now it is coming on top of the prize box, which has remained motionless. It's taking a beating now. And I don't think it's long left. It's smoking. And is that it? That's it. Long Arm of the Law will take the 3 points here after another brilliant performance of the prize box, but it just can't seem to get rid of its opponents. And that is the major downside that it's had. Now the Observerbot can take its time, just push the Long Arm of the Law back, and for once in this episode not completely humiliate itself. Well done, Observerbot. A tight battle, a good battle, which wasn't expected. Tallyho was the first to go, but it itself had a couple of good attacks until the box put it onto its back and it couldn't self-right. From there, it was a good flipping battle by the box, but the Long Arm of the Law came back into it with that body slam start, and then taking off the weapon was a crucial moment in this battle. It allowed it to slam the top of the box and knock it out. Well done, Officer Bobby Plod. One battle to go, and this is how the table looks. Hurricane, Nimbus, Force, and Maple Massacre left to go. Who is going to go to the grand final? It's going to be someone. comes down to this. Maple Massacre is there for consolidation points, but Hurricane and Nimbus Force X are competing for those 3 points that'll take them to the grand final. Even a point may do for one of these if the other one comes last. Hurricane gets under Nimbus Force, the Observer goes for flying lessons with Maple Massacre, maybe trying to keep him out of the battle so the other two can busy themselves. But no, the Maple Massacre's back in it now. Nimbus Force is locked against the side and it's dangerous. Hurricane, the initial advantage here against the incredible Nimbus Force, which goes over the floor flipper and it's gone. Nimbus Force is out, crashes out of the competition. Hurricane will go through to the grand final. A dreadful mistake by Nimbus Force X. There it is outside of the arena. It went over the floor flipper. Clearly at a bad angle. We'll see a replay of that in a second. For now, Hurricane is flipping Maple Massacre around, toying with it proudly. Let's see what happened here. Nimbus Force X in the distance there you can see going over the floor flipper and out of the arena. A disappointing climax, really. It would have been nice to see a good battle, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, as Bruce from Bruce Almighty would say. Maple Massacre now taking the punishment from Hurricane, which has performed a lot better so far in this second half of Heap D. After a tentative first half where it's fortune to get 6 points, but this is not fortune, this is pure butchery. And in goes Maple Massacre into the pit. Hurricane is the first robot to get the full 12 out of 12 points in this competition. A stunning performance and perhaps favourite to go through, and pushes the Observer in as well. Fantastic stuff. So it's 12 out of 12 for Hurricane. Goes to the grand finals, the only robot to do so far. Nimbus Force X, a disappointing exit. Killed itself. Maple Massacre, no chance, already out of the competition. Hurricane marches through with pride into the Banter Wars Series 3 grand final. We'll see it there. And just to clarify, here is the leaderboard. Hurricane top for 4 3-point victories, giving it a total of 12 points, the maximum possible in this competition. The first robot to do so. Nimbus Force X, a disappointing exit and resulting in 9 points, but remains second with Long Arm the Law in third place on 7. The rest following quite far behind, 5 points down to 2. The two losers, Center 3 and Ponzi Pyramid, with a very, 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 I would say unfortunate, but they deserved it. 2 points. What do the lads think before we disappear?
Well, that is the episode over. And a surprise winner for Officer Bobby Plot, Hurricane. Well, I knew he could do it. He scored that trick at the World Cup, you know. What are your thoughts, Vice President / Criminal Mastermind, Vice President Criminal Mastermind Jim?
Yeah, not a bad heat. Been pretty good.
Pretty one-sided though. A few of the competitors were too good for the others.
Yeah, we're on a little bit of a shame with our seeded
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, yeah.
Yes, a poor performance all round.
Updates aren't always the best thing.
Now, because that one was the grand finalist in Series 2. I want to arrest it for underperforming.
Good idea.
Yes. My robot did quite well.
No,
I must say.
Third in the heat. Pretty good.
Yes.
That's it. It won 2 of its matches.
Congratulations to Hurricane for both the Golden Boot and winning this heap of Banter Wars.
Yes, well done, Hurricane.
And I think we need to have words, Vice President / Criminal Mastermind Jim, because I found in your possession illegal substances. Hula hoops. We banned them last year. So, with the law as my guide, I place you under arrest.
Would you like some more beer?
Beer?
Yes.
I won't be tempted by bribes anymore. Now, instead of using my police baton, I'm going to use this golden shoe horn. which has suspiciously appeared by the computer and I am not aware as to its original purpose.
Do you know the origins of this?
The origins of the golden shoehorn? Why? Isn't that a top secret?
Yes.
Maybe they should save that for another time. Meanwhile, you are under arrest and you will be going to see the judge. And I swear, this is not because his robot lost and came near the bottom of the pack.
Okay.
I tell you, I'm hard, I am. I have tattoos. You see?
They're not yours.
Yes, they are.
They're the football hooligans tattoos.
No, it's not the football hooligan. Look, you just broke the camera with your horrible criminalness. Right. While I arrest this crazy Quim, hope you're ready for the next episode when it comes.
Eventually.
Eventually. He's actually edited it already. It's actually on the way. I know. I ought to arrest myself because of my state of surprise.
To be honest, we've done these two pretty quick.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye.